Last week, we looked at when you can retire, and I gave you some steps you can take to figure that out based on your current situation and how that will play out financially in the next few years. I hope you've taken the steps that I recommended and that you now have some clarity about when you can retire. So let's look at the next question, which is where will you live? Are you going to stay in your home, downsize locally, move closer to the children, or make a choice based on lifestyle and budgetary concerns? There are many resources for people who are looking to move to another country, showing which ones meet your criteria for what a delicious retirement looks like and fits within your financial constraints. But maybe you're looking for to make a move that's not quite so bold as to another country, but maybe just to a different area, a different part of the US that might be a little bit less expensive or a different climate than where you live now. But I'm going to put up a stop sign right here because there are so many stories of people who have sold their home that maybe they've lived in all their married life, and they've moved across country for whatever reason, and 6 months or a year later, they're back home and they've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars. So this is not a decision to make lightly without a lot of consideration. It includes really looking inside. Why do you want to move? What do you envision for your life in retirement? If you're part of a couple, that needs to be a joint conversation. You'll need to consider your values, what's important to you, what lifestyle are you looking for? Really, is it because you want to be near family? But as I've seen happen, you move to be with a child or both your children or more than one child or a grandchild or some other family member, and lo and behold, a year or two later, they move. So will you follow them or what? So something to consider that, maybe they won't stay put forever. Then look at, what are your values? What's important to you? What kind of lifestyle? Do you like being in the middle of a big city where you can walk or take public transportation to anything, whether it's the grocery store or the theater or the park or any of the things you like to do? Or maybe you prefer open space and want to be able to readily access nature and to be able to do some forest bathing. Or maybe you want to be at the beach because you like to surf. What is it? If you're downsizing locally, there's still emotional attachments to your home and to your community. So you need to look at that. What will change if you move? If you're moving further, when you've figured out why you want to move, then make a list of what you need based on your values. Then, once you have that list, divide the list into must-haves and nice-to-haves. There's a difference. Now you need to go back to the financials and do the numbers. What will it cost you to move? How long will it take? What if you find something that needs some major upgrades before you can move in? How many visits will you have to make to the area? And, and what is that going to cost? Once you have those lists, then you can start looking. When you find something that interests you and that checks all the must-have boxes, now it's time to make your first visit. And you might have visited the area before on vacation. In fact, you probably have. But now you're looking with a different filter because you have a new perspective. This is not a week or two's vacation. This is now where you think you want to live. So with this new perspective, you want to look at, well, what do you like about it? And what don't you like about it, which is just as important. I have said that I will always give you my story. So when we moved from Pasadena, California, which is a beautiful city with many tree-lined streets, and it's nestled in the foothills of the San Gabriels, and just a delightful place to live. We loved living there. So we weren't trying to get away from Pasadena. What we did is we moved to Seal Beach, which is just a 45-minute drive from Pasadena and a lifetime away. Because for one thing, the climate, it's much cooler at the beach, and there's almost a constant breeze coming off the ocean. And it's a little more laid back. And there aren't the beautiful trees and nature and so on that Pasadena has. But it checked all of our must-have boxes. Now, because it's only 45 minutes away, I still go to my same hairdresser when I need a haircut. And we love the Pasadena Playhouse for theater, so we often go there. And then when we go there, we go earlier and go to one of our favorite restaurants. So we've been able to not let go of Pasadena 100%. And why did we move? We moved because we were renting in Pasadena, and quite frankly, we couldn't afford anything that we liked in that area. But in Seal Beach, we found something that fit our budget as well as our lifestyle. So knowing when to retire and where to retire, these are huge questions. If you're ready to look into these and other secrets to a successful retirement, I'm here to support you. Just go to my website, which is Coach for Women, and it's a number 4 in between. So it's coach4women.com, and book a getting to know you session so we can see if we're a fit. And if we are, we'll design a package that is right for you so you can have the most successful retirement. So I'll leave you today with the reminder to add fun and laughter to your day today.